What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie Friendcation palette. I am back with another Friendcation tutorial. I want to use this palette as much as I can right now, or at least the glitters with different eyeshadow looks, because in this cosmetic market world we live in, products are really pushed down our throats. So I'm kind of putting myself on a no-buy. I really want to start using the palettes that I have because I often catch myself buying something because there's a lot of hype around it. I film 1 or 2 videos with it and then something else comes out. So it just kind of sits there, and I really want to start going through what I have. But this palette, I knew it would be worth it for me to buy because, I mean, can we just take a moment for these sparkles? And the formulation of this is really bomb, so if it hasn't sold out yet, I really recommend you get it. I do have another tutorial that I created using this palette. It'll be linked, I think it's up on this side up here. Check it out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. To kick this look off, I already have my brows on and I'm working on setting my base. So I'm just taking some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer here, and I carved my brows out with my Tarte Shape Tape. Normally I set my base with my Shape Tape, but my eyes, I've been wearing like eye look so much that my eyelids a little bit dried out, and Shape Tape can be a tad bit drying. So I'm switching over to something a tad creamier. I was finally able to kick the habit of doing my base first and eyes last. I've been kind of switching it up the last couple of months, just forcing myself to do something new. And today I definitely want to do my eyes first because I'm doing a more sultry, smoky look. So in case if there's any fallout, the last thing you want is a black shadow on your cheekbones when you've spent all that time perfecting your base makeup. So today I am not going to set my base. I'm just going to leave it a little tacky. And I'm going to give this a couple seconds to sort of dry down. So I'm just going to curl my lashes in the meantime. I really should not chug Red Bull like it's water. Okay. So I am using the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katie today. I'm going to be focusing more on the darker colors. So in the crease, I'm probably going to use these first 3 shadows because I don't really want it to be warm toned. So I'm going to leave these guys out for today. If you're curious, I do have a full-blown review on their collection, round 2 collection with Dose of Colors. I will have it linked up above. To start off, I'm taking Basic. Don't let this color, it's deceiving. When I first tried this out, I was like, oh, it's something to like set your brow bone with, but it's darker, so don't do what I did. When you don't set your base, you can just kind of pat the shadows on, but these shadows are so easy to work with. You can pretty much move them around almost immediately. If you tend to just go in and go like this right away, it can get a little bit stuck. You could disrupt the base a little bit, so it's really good to go in with a lighter hand. And again, this is a different technique, but once you do it a couple times, it just becomes second nature and it's really easy to do. So I'm just focusing on building this up pretty high up to my brow bone. This is Real Techniques 203 blending brush. And I'm also going to kind of give myself a lifted effect. I don't really want to do rounded look for today. So I'm just kind of taking whatever is left and just flicking it upward. Like so. All right, moving going. So it just gives us like a really nice base. Now I'm going to go ahead and deepen things a wee bit more. So I'm taking Necessary. I'm going to just use the same brush. And I'm going to do the same steps, but I'm not going to blend it up as high. I'm also getting all the way to the inner corner, to outer corner. And whatever is left on my brush, I'm just going to feather up to that basic color. And then again, flick the edge and keep that shape. I'm using barely any pressure. You guys can see how much of a difference that makes, but I'm just barely dotting these shadows on. Like the formulation of these is just absolutely wild. I am obsessed. I've never used shadows like this before, And I'm gonna be like, I think, surprised every time I use this palette. As you can tell, I'm leaving my lid space blank because I still want to have the tackiness from the concealer without having to do a cut crease and make more work for myself. So now I'm going to move on to the darkest matte shade in this palette called Cheens. Alright, so I'm going to take a combination of these two brushes. I'm going to lay it down with this one because it's skinnier, and then probably fluff it out with this Morphe G24. This is just a double-ended brush that came in an Urban Decay palette. So I'm just going to lightly start with Cheens. And right now, I'm just using my eyeball as a guide, as weird as that sounds. So just tracing around my eyeball area lightly. And then to blend it out, take the fluffier brush. I just can't believe like it takes 2 seconds to blend shadows out. Like this is just mind-boggling to me. So I'm just gonna work on deepening this up until I'm happy with it. Alrighty, and now we are going to jump into the black, which is Game Over. So I am just going to apply with my finger, and then to the inner and outer corner I might use a brush. These just, any shimmer, any glitter, no matter the brand, is going to apply best with your finger. That's my opinion. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. The tackiness of the concealer is really going to help this stick to your lid. So I'm just concentrating on getting this as close to my lash line as I can. I will be adding a thin line of liquid liner to the lash line to help blend that. But for now, I'm concentrating most of it by my lashes, and then I will start to feather it up into the crease. Grab a concealer brush. This is Clean Dirty. I have one of these little sponges off the side that I clean my brushes in between use on, and I am just going to really get that inner corner and then slowly bring this slightly into the crease. This is why I wanted to blend everything so high up, because I knew I was going to exaggerate my lid space. So I'm just kind of making it so when my eye is open, you can faintly see like that black is still carrying on into my crease. Here you can just see the difference of just leaving that black shadow on my lid and not bringing it up. I just feel like it helps tie the look together, makes it more sultry, a little bit more cohesive. Although there's nothing wrong with this, I just personally like blending it up into my crease. Now to add some more pizzazz, I am taking the blue, which is called A Moment. I'm excited for this moment, so I'm just going to place this on the center of my lid. Ooh. Now I just kind of like want to put it all over the entire thing, but I'm going to try to resist doing that. These shadows are something you really just need to experience for yourself in person, even if you just go to Ulta and swatch and like put different shadows, the glitters on top of each other, because it is just wild how many different colors you can see, like just looking in the mirror. Like I'm catching so many different colors and different reflections, and it's just so beautiful. Alrighty, I need to stop. I'm getting a little bit too carried away here. So the last thing that I'm going to do before I'm done with the upper lash line is that I'm just going to take a pencil brush. So this is the Morphe Y22, and I'm going in with that darkest brown, the Cheens color, and I'm just going to lightly go around this edge, barely tapping product. When I do stuff like this, I feel like I can't breathe. And it's just going to add that much more of a shadow behind the area. Blend this out. You can just see the difference, that one extra step just added a little bit more sultriness and a little bit more smokiness. So I'm going to even this eye out, put on some liner, mascara, get my face on, you know the drill. BRB. For the lower lash line, I just took a little bit more concealer and I'm just using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques to blend it out. Any sort of like fluffy blending brush will work great at blending this. And if you wanted to clean up any edges from up there, you could. With concealer, less is more because the more you put closer to your lash line, the more it's going to settle into any fine lines that you have. And if you're getting older like me, you're going to have some. Alrighty, I'm going to go in with Necessary on a Morphe E36 little blendy brush. And I'm just going to start blending this on my lower lash line before my concealer sets into my creases. If you're ever curious, if you really want to smoke out a lower lash line, which I personally like to do when I do darker looks to help balance everything, you can kind of like squint your eye and like right there is where I know to stop. So like right through here is kind of the area where I'm blending. I'm going back in with Shins, the darkest color on a Morphe M432. And I'm just going to get right under my lashes, lay this down, and then blend it out with the E36.
Yeah.
So this looks a little bit much right now. It's blended out pretty far, but it's going to all come together once I get the rest of my face makeup on. So I will BRB. Maybe it's not even that bad, but to me, I feel like my hair is like in that stage right now where it's like when I curl it, just this part is like very, very poofy. So I am going to highlight and I'm going to use Fuego from the collection. You know, keep a theme here. So with this, I just like to lightly build it up because I am fair. So if I take too much of this, it can get really gold looking really quick. And I tend to like more of a pale yellow champagne-y white highlight on my cheekbones. So I just have to be very, very careful using this. And I kind of bring this back just a little bit. But you can just see how beautiful this is. For blush topper, I'm just taking Mirame from the last collection. If you have Chasing the Sun and you're on the pale side, you can also use that for a blush topper as well. This is a Luxie 522 tapered blending brush. And I just like bringing the glow down further on my face because it just, I don't know, for me it pulls everything in, brings the focal point to the center of the face. And I'm not a huge blush person, so I just take this moment to add a little bit more. So to balance out the intense highlight, the glittery eyes, we have to have a nice glossy lip. Here are the two glosses from the collection they brought back over the top, which I think I'm gonna have to use today. And then the Most has like a really beautiful, it's kind of like bluish green in a way, iridescence wise, but it also has red reflect. So if you use any other color, I think that, I mean, this will look good with this too. But I used it in my last one, so today I'm just going to go ahead and use Over the Top. I do have a ColourPop liquid lip in the shade Midi on. With these glosses, you need hardly any product to apply it. Like, I'm even scraping some off because it will be too much. It just adds such a, like, so your lips just look wet and like luxe with this. So that's why I fell in love and why I had to get a replacement. It just has like a really nice vanilla scent to it as well. Juice those lips up. Alrighty, that is gonna wrap it up for the tutorial today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I just want to showcase this palette as much as possible, even if it's just using the glitter toppers with different eyeshadow, because it's so beautiful. I mean, honestly, it really is an eye moment here. So don't forget to subscribe before you head out today. Leave me a comment down below with what you would like to see next on my channel. Who doesn't like a good, fun makeup tutorial? Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.